if you're not taking things serious, you better act fast, because I'll tell you what, the time is very near that you're gonna have to use your tools to defend yourself. Today we're gonna be talking about that. Today we're gonna be talking specifically about tools of self-defense, because more often than none, I hear folks saying, I can't afford it. I can't go and buy something when I don't have a lot of money. Here's the thing. I did some shopping around, and I came to see a couple of prices here and there, and I did that because lo to behold, I came across a really good deal on in a barrel for a 1022 that it was 35% off. So normally it's like $285, and I got it for 182, I think it was. So it was a deal that I was like, I am taking this, and I have it on now on this one. That's the one that I have. It's a threaded one that I wanted it because I have a shusher, and I was like, well, I can use it on this one, but this one last is using it. So I'm like, well, no, I need to use it in mine. So I want to talk to you about that. In the past, I have encouraged people to look at 22s. I always get some lip back from people, 22 is a piece of shit. You shouldn't get it. I mentioned to you all that I was able to get 1,000 rounds for less than $80. That's roughly 8 cents a round. I know some of you have put in the comment section, hey Billy, I actually have found it even cheaper. Well, I'm in Alaska, so 8 cents per round, that's really cheap for me. In Florida, I could have found it way cheaper. We have more choices over there. But here, I'll tell you what, I would jump on that any given day of the week. But nonetheless, what I wanted to talk to y'all is, again, self-defense. Listen, everyone. Listen, and I'm going to be brutally honest with y'all. The reason that I don't live in Cuba is because when Castro took over the guns, he took over the ability of the Cubans to defend themselves and to take over back the country, or to take the country back. That's the only reason why I'm here. If they will have that ability, or they would have had that ability, I would not be here. I will be still over there. Do you want to have to leave your country? If you want to leave your country and go somewhere else because you have to, not because you want to, because you have to, because you're going to be prosecuted because you know your way of thinking or your religious beliefs and all of that good stuff, you don't have to prepare. You don't need none of this. None of these tools, you don't need them at all, period. You don't need them. You can click away. But if you want to remain free, if you want to retain some sort of like pride in being an American, you really, really have to consider that and be like, you know what? The Second Amendment was never meant for hunting. It was never meant for sport shooting. It was meant to, protect ourselves when a tyrannical government take over. And they will take over. So, here to tell you, 22, I did some shopping, like I mentioned before, and came to find out that, my God, there are some real cheap ones up there. 1022s, and I'm going to be specifically talking only about Ruger 1022. Specifically because they have been millions made and parts are all over the world. All over. Well, at least, let's not say all over the world. Let's just focus in here, in the US. Millions of parts everywhere. I mean, look, I have a barrel sitting right there. That's the old barrel. Am I going to throw it away? Hell no! That's a good barrel. Am I going to throw away the old stock? Hell no! That's a good stock. Gonna put it away. You never know. Just in case. What I'm saying to you is, because so many parts are available, that should be your go-to. If you don't have anything. If you have something else, then by all means. But here's the thing. The cheapest one that I found online, brand new, was $289.99. That is not a lot of money. Combine that with an $80 block of 1,000 rounds. That is a total of $370. For $370, you have now 1,000 chance to remain a free person. I wish I had that. I wish my people back in the day had the forethought of doing that. There are a lot of options out there for you to be armed, for you to be considered a free person. All of those options go away the moment that you don't practice U2A. This is truth, y'all. I'm living proof of that. I can tell you all that you should do this, you should do that, and blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to keep it simple. The one reason that I don't live in Cuba right now as a free person is because Castro took over our guns. And we didn't have any means to defend ourselves and get our country back. If you want to remain a free person, you need to exercise U2A. If you say to me, Billy, I don't have enough money. Well, $289 is not a lot of money. I'm sorry to say that, but that's not a lot of money. Shoot, you can cut grass and make that in a month. I'm telling you, it can be done. It definitely can be done. $80 for 1,000 rounds, that's not a lot of money. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people always tell me, well, Billy, I'm in disability, this and that. Guys, anything to make a little bit of money. You don't have to get anything fancy. These things, this one, what I bought it was like bare bone. I mean, stock barrel, regular stock. Now I upgraded. I put a scope on it afterwards. That scope I paid $120 for. It's discontinued now. That's a Nikon Buckmaster, I think it is. Yeah, Buckmaster 2. It's discontinued. It's no longer even being produced. You can and should have something to defend yourself. I don't care. I don't care what nobody will tell you. Again, my pet peeve when people say it all the time, 22 is a piece of shit. You want to get shot with it? I'm pretty sure you don't. Again, I have other rifles that I like more. They're, like more pretty, like more valuable and whatnot. But this is the common man rifle for America. This is the common man rifle. You have an option of having something very, cheap. Yes, it used to cost way less. But this is the day that we live in right now. Very cheap. Parts are plentiful everywhere. If you need to swap a barrel, I literally did it. Literally did it before I filmed this video. It took me 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 2 screws. You hold it and you tap it. Bam. And then you put the new barrel. What else you want? You don't need a gunsmith license or become a gunsmith to fix these things. That's another thing. You need to be able to fix your own tools or to service your own tools. If you're not, then you're going to be shit out of luck. These things, you can do it. You can do it. If you want something more concealable, the takedown. Perfect choice. Now, right now, the weight, and I'm just gonna tell you because I weighed them both just to make sure, because this one up here before I changed the barrel and the stock and whatnot was around 6.5 pounds. Right now, the weight is 4 pounds. 4 pounds. This one right here, It's 6 pounds even. That is with 3 magazines. It does have 3 magazines in the stock, and you can put 1 magazine in there. And of course, with the scope. 6 pounds, it's not a lot of weight. A lot at all. Oh, by the way, I did weigh them with the shusher on. So keep that in mind. 4 pounds. When you buy a stock, it's about 4.5 pounds. No scope, no magazine full or anything like that. That's still not a lot of weight. So a lot of people say all the time, well, a rifle weighs a lot. Yeah, 4.5 pounds is not a lot. Iron size, I mean, you can't beat them. I mean, this one right here, this one has iron size. It came with the iron size. I just upgraded. That's all I did. If you feel that you don't have anything and you don't have choices, I have to tell you that you do have choices. I'm not here to sell you absolutely nothing. In fact, there is no links whatsoever in this video related to anything that I have spoken here. Nothing. You got to do your own homework. If you are legally permitted to have it, I strongly encourage you to get it as soon as possible, because you need to act now. I'm telling you all, I've been reading the candidate, the crazy lady candidate, and I tell you what, she's a flat out communist. Communist. Castro is going to be a baby next to her. A baby. What is coming our way? Shit. I'll tell you what. Let's hope that I never have to come back to this video and repost it again saying, I told you all that this was coming. Let's hope that that never happens. Let's hope that things go smooth and by the number. And if nothing happened, guess what? The worst thing you can expect is end out with a good platform for you to go and have fun. For you to go out and put food on the table. For you to exercise your constitutional right. With that being said, I hope you have a great one. I hope that you really hear my warnings and you act today. Like I was rock on, prep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.